This is southern Lebanon. The deeper we move towards the borders, the higher the danger, and the harder it becomes to use cameras. This is an army area, but we on team already got all the needed permits and chaperone. UNIFIL, Lebanese army, Hezbollah, and on the other side, Israeli army. What we're listening to now is a drill. It's not the real war, but anything here is always possible. This is not a normal borderline. It is a history of wars, invasions, resistance, martyrs, soldiers, prisons, bombs, mines. It is a line drawn with blood and tears over the years. The dispute never ended. It only changed forms. Israel used to occupy this land we are now in. These villages, all these lands were taken back year 2000. The blue line is a border demarcation published by the United Nations 20 years ago for the purposes of determining whether Israel had fully withdrawn from Lebanon. It is 120 kilometers. But it's not war nor peace here. It's a typical volatile volcano. Year 2006, Hezbollah army leader Imad Mughniye executed Al-Wa'd al-Sadiq operation. Hezbollah initiated diversionary rocket attacks on Israeli military positions near the coast and near a border village, while another group crossed from Lebanon into the Israeli points, ambushed 2 Israeli army vehicles, killing 3 soldiers and seizing 2. Hezbollah promptly demanded the release of Lebanese prisoners held by Israel, including Samir Kuntar, in exchange for the release of the captured soldiers. A 33-day war resulted in great loss, but Israel couldn't achieve an invasion and had to later use German mediation and execute a historic prisoner swap. For the past 14 years, no war has happened here, but there are almost daily violations of the ceasefire. Israeli planes above and Hezbollah militants on the ground. But Hezbollah is not here by accident or force. It is how most of the Lebanese people who live here want and vote and support. You can see the cutouts and the posters of the Iranian Supreme Leader, of the Hezbollah leaders around me and everywhere in this region, which is a story by itself about the influence, the ideology, and the support in this area. Needless to say, it is a key determiner in the geopolitics and the diplomacy practiced in and by the region.
Israel is my enemy and I will fight like my daddy.
I am proud of my father. I am proud that he died fighting for our land and our cause and our dignity.
By September 2018, Israel completed 11 kilometers of a concrete barrier along the border with Lebanon designed to protect Israeli communities from Hezbollah. But that didn't really change anything. This here is a town called Udaisi. It's one of many towns in Lebanon that are really on the same line with the Israeli forces. Here it's very close. You can actually see it's around 25 meters. This is the place where Israeli soldiers walk every day, all day. It's that close, and it's even closer elsewhere. This is a very strategic point for the whole of West Asia. Right here you can see this mountain is called Jabal al-Sheikh or Mount Hermon. This mountain has Syrian troops, Israeli troops, Lebanese troops, and also UNIFIL. It's that sensitive here. Today, on a borderline that was never resolved, starting from the Mount Hermon between Syria, Palestine, and Lebanon southeast to reach the water southwest. They would sit down for talks concerning the maritime borders on a disputable border. Would they rise above it? Would they forget it? Can money from oil and gas make 80 years of dispute vanish?